I wanted to share with you an email that I received just the other day from a subscriber of the channel. And it's very shocking, slightly shocking, a little bit to be expected, but I'm actually kind of shocked that the viewer, the subscriber who sent the email actually shared this information because I'm not hearing a lot about this, and I think it is a little bit more widespread than we know, and it's something that we desperately need to address uh, sooner than later. It should be a huge part of your prep for SHTF. But it's very exciting that I'm able to share a lot of the information that I am able to share with you all. And I appreciate you guys for your eagerness to accept the information that I'm bringing to you with an open mind and a forum for discussion in the comments, reasonable discussion in the comments. And that is why I truly enjoy doing this, is because you guys are so smart. You guys are so intelligent that I'm able to bring you these high level topics that most people just they can't comprehend, or they just don't want to. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but I really do appreciate that. And I also appreciate how everybody, there's a huge support level that I am seeing recently in emails. My email is in the description. It's in my banner for the channel. It's in short supply on yt@gmail.com. But thank you guys so much for sharing all the information. I'm trying to go through it as quickly as I can and as effectively as I can, so I can decipher what I need to bring fastest to the community, to the family. But again, you guys, you're showing and sharing your intelligence and just how smart and prepared you are each and every day. I greatly appreciate it. It's almost like, I think it was I think it was Southern Prepper. I think it's Southern Prepper 1. I think there's a Southern Prepper 2 also. I don't even know if they're related, but I think it's Southern Prepper 1. And somebody said, hey, this is kind of like the boots on the ground that Southern Prepper 1 is doing. And I'll have to watch Southern Prepper 1's videos to understand what they mean exactly. But they said it's kind of like boots on the ground. And I would assume that just means that, we have multiple people out there in the community, in the family, watching out for each other and sharing a train horn, and sharing this information for us all to benefit from. I guess that's gonna go. He knew I was recording, so he's just gonna keep honking the horn. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a train horn going on behind me. But like I said, share this information. And it's not share fear, it's not spread fear, it's not fear monger. It's sharing information from different walks of life, different perspective, different age groups, demographics, regions of the country, the world. All of this is going to be very helpful and useful. On a side note, we watched a movie last night, Jurassic World Dominion. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I found it very interesting, the premise of this movie and how it started, and the large corporation tied into government funding that had their own agenda, and how it affected the people of the world, primarily the food source. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Let me know what you think. If you have seen it, comment below. Don't give away any spoilers. Just hit me up in my email. I'm kind of curious what you guys thought about the whole storyline there and the food crisis that was within that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Give the video a like, share, get the message out to the community. We're helping as many people as we possibly can. That's what this is all about. Now, the email that I received was, I'm not going to say any names or give any real specifics, but basically the email that I received showed just like, and I know a lot of people don't want to say certain things or admit certain things in front of certain people. Please put your pride aside, if that's what you want to call it. this is judgment free here, okay? This is about being prepared. This is about survival, okay? So don't worry about what you may think other people may think of you, or what you fear they may say about you, because the last thing you want to do is to find yourself and your family in a situation that you cannot survive, all because you didn't speak up early enough. You were a little bit gun shy, and a little frightened of how you would be judged. And that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But here we're not about that, okay? So I encourage you to, even if you don't want to put it out in the open, send me an email. Let's talk. But the email was about the economy, basically. It was about prepping, but at the end of the day, the economy is going to have a huge factor on your ability to prep, your ability to prepare, buy food, stockpile, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, pay your bills. And what it was, basically, I'm going to give you the short version, was I'm speaking from the email. I want to prep. I want to begin my prep. So I automatically know that you haven't started. No problem. No problem. It's fine. We all got to start somewhere and someday. But basically was, I haven't started, and I want to, and I need to. I know I do. I came across your channel by accident. I am so glad that I did. And I listened to the video. They didn't actually watch it. They just listened to it. Perfectly fine. And I know that I need to do this. I know, and people around me are telling me that I'm crazy, and but I know I need to. But the biggest problem that they have, and they said it in the email, was that they can't afford to. They don't even. It's not even like they don't really know how to start prepping, because it is a big. Like, if you look at it, like somebody said one time, they told me, they said, how do you eat an elephant? I'm like, an elephant's huge. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so if you look at prepping, a lot of people are going to look at prepping like an elephant. Like, oh my God, this thing is so big. What do I do? One step at a time. One step at a time. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just take it one step at a time, piece by piece. You're going to get there, okay? But besides not knowing how to start, where to start, they didn't have any money. They work, they earn money, but they're pretty much at or below poverty levels, and paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. So it's like, how do I prep? How do I buy more? How do I stockpile extra when I can't even afford what I need right now? And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying, that I think that is a widespread issue in the prepping community, in those who want to be in the prepping community, who know that this is essential, who know that this is vital and very important, and going to show how important this preparation is very, very soon, is the fact that they don't have the financial ability to do it. And worse off, they may not have the financial ability to even sustain the life that they have that doesn't include any preparation. So the email goes on to explain that not only do they not have enough to barely get by, but they are fearful that they are going to completely lose their income altogether based on what's going on in the economy. Now, if you work for Walmart, if you work for Sam's Club, if you work for Costco, if you work for even some of these larger companies that aren't directly tied to our food supply, for instance, Google, Twitter, Zillow, Redfin, even Revlon. Revlon's a makeup company, and they're filing bankruptcy. There are so many businesses in different industries. Just yesterday, we talked about Century Aluminum laying off their employees, 600 something employees, because of the economy. So the email goes on to explain that not only do they not have enough to prepare now, they are very, very worried that they're going to lose the job that they have and the income that they do earn because of everything going on in the economy. I need to ask you guys. You don't have to go into great detail and specifics, but like I said, email me. The link in the description, sign up to the newsletter. In the newsletter, I'm going to be including a lot of information that not every prepper channel is talking about. Nothing against them, but I'm going to be including information that you still need to prepare. Like, prepping isn't just food. You know, if shit hits the fan and food's still available, but inflation is still occurring, and you know, you have reduced income or lost your job, like, you're not prepared. Plain and simple. Like, you're not prepared. You can't be. So comment below if you feel as though you are safe and comfortable in your career, in your job, in your income, or if you feel as though, you know, at any given moment you could be out of a job, you could see a reduction in pay, or you are part of some of these companies who have already let go of their staff and laid off, mass layoff of employees. Please, I just kind of want to get a gauge of where we're at collectively as a community, as a family, okay? So I can better understand from what direction should I be bringing you guys information on how to prepare. So, like I said, this is a little bit of a bigger problem that I know is out there, but we're not talking about it. And we need to talk about it, and we need to talk about it sooner than later. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you need help after you could have asked for help. You see what I'm saying? So don't jump out of an airplane without a parachute and then think to yourself, man, I really should have grabbed that parachute before I jumped out. Don't drive a vehicle without insurance. Get into an accident, whether it's your fault or not, then you're like, oh man, I really need that insurance. You know, like, you got to do things. You have to prepare before something happens. Something may never happen, which is the beauty of it all. We're all preparing, and if, you know, things are better than expected, great. But if things are as bad or worse than expected, we're covered, okay? I got a link in the description. Check it out. Any homeowners out there, potential homeowners, there's a home warranty company, link in the description. Get your free quote. Takes like 2 minutes, free quote. And this is going to save you tons of money down the road. If you don't already have a home warranty program, it's going to save you tons of money down the road, because if an air conditioning unit goes out, if a refrigerator goes out, if HVAC, heating and air, goes out, if, you know, washer and dryer goes out, all these high priced items, which are going up in price, by the way, because of inflation, because of lack of supply and increased demand. If you have this warranty for like most of these home warranties are cheap, a few $100 a year, like crazy cheap. And if you have one claim, paid for itself. Get your free quote, link in the description. But you have to do these things beforehand. You can't wait until a major appliance breaks down, then try to get the warranty. I'm not saying you can't, but if you do, then you're going to be behind the 8 ball. You're going to be waiting for the warranty to kick in. You're going to be waiting for the claim to be processed and somebody to come out and assess it, and before you can even get a repair going. And honestly, most insurance or most warranty companies, you know, if you file a claim the day after you got the policy, it's like a little bit of a red flag. So all I'm saying is prepare now before you actually have the problem. And if you're in a position where you think you may have a problem when it comes to your income, when it comes to your job, your employment, and how you make money, survive, buy food, supplies in your stockpile, building your prep, if you feel like there could be a problem, we need to talk about it. And we need to develop a plan and a strategy to address it now so that it isn't a problem. Trust me, there are ways around every hurdle and every obstacle that we are going to face. And once you clear one, there's another one coming. So don't think that, you know, eventually it's all sunshine and rainbows. Like, and I'm also saying don't dread every day of your life. Like, enjoy your life, but at the same time, we are continuously evolving and growing, and part of that is there's struggles, there's growing pains. Okay, so with that being said, we get through. Let's just say we can get through this diesel shortage and these high gas prices and this oil refinery issue. Let's just say we can get through that. Okay, there'll be a new hurdle after that. If we can get through our supply chain crisis with the lack of food, really primarily, that we need, the lack of housing, there's so many things that we're lacking, lack of trucks and automobiles due to semiconductor chip shortages, and China basically being shut down, the Russia-Ukraine war, and sanctions and importing and exporting reductions. Let's just say we get past that, there'll be another one after. Just like we are here now, we've passed hurdles before this. They continuously come, we continuously prepare, we continuously grow and evolve and survive. That's what we do. That's what we do as a people. We survive. So it's easier to survive when you have help, when you have a community, when you communicate, when you talk about certain things, when you ask for help. And so, like I said, I think that this is a much bigger problem than we know, and than we've been comfortable discussing. And if you fall into this category and you're thinking, I got a pretty decent prep going, I feel pretty good. However, I do think that my job is at stake. I am an owner operator truck driver, and I do feel as though that diesel prices and the reduction in freight rates from the brokers and companies like Walmart cutting back on owner operators and things like that, I do feel like that is really going to affect me financially. Not yet, but I do feel like it's coming. Or I work for a big tech company, I work for a big brokerage company, and the way that the stock market's going and the industry's going, I don't feel safe. I used to make a ton of money, I make a ton of money, but I don't feel as though this industry is safe, and I need to prepare for the next phase of my professional life, my career. And if you want to get into your own business, entrepreneurship or entrepreneurialism, being your own boss, we need to talk about it, especially now, because I was actually speaking to someone the other day, and I have to go because my family is behind the camera and you can't see them, but we're supposed to go to the mall and get some Korean corn dogs or something. My kid is very excited about this. I don't even know what she's talking about, but we're back in Atlanta visiting from Florida, and some friends were like, hey, look, we got to prepare, get these corn dogs, but we got to prepare, and we got to prepare soon. Financial, economics, they play a major role in your ability to prep and survive SHTF. I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were discussing the future of business and how a lot of businesses are going to be reevaluating their business models, especially after they've seen Q1 and now approaching Q2 financials, profit and loss statements. They're all on a decline. So the question is, well, where do you go from here? And we kind of lean towards a service-based industry for the fact that depending on the service, you eliminate the need for the products that are in limited supply and your reliance on other companies to perform as a business owner. So we're going to continuously develop these self-employed entrepreneurship businesses that you can start now and be ready for tomorrow, primarily in a service-based industry for that is pretty much a little bit recession-proof. Not entirely, that's impossible, but a little bit recession-proof so that you can weather this storm that is coming. I appreciate you guys watching. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I know this video is a little different than normal, but like I said, I can have these conversations with you guys, and I really appreciate that because you're so smart, you're so intelligent, and you understand what I'm trying to say to you and grasp these concepts and realize how important prepping and preparing is on multiple levels, not just the food and the EMP shields and solar panels and things like that. There's more to it than that. Thank you guys for the emails. Please keep them coming. I don't know if this is boots on the ground, but maybe you guys are my boots on the ground. I don't know, but keep them coming. And I'm going to try to share with you guys as much as I can, as fast as I can, and keep you guys well informed and prepared. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. Give the video a like, comment below, share. Let's get this message out. Let's grow our family. Let's grow our community. And oh yeah, and Michelle will be back with me very soon, preparing for survival, and Kevin will have another collab video for you guys, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. All right, you guys take care. See you later.